Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Fern. Please stay, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. It would mean the world to me. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be all about false lashes. So I thought I would just sit down, show you like what kinds of lashes I use, the glue I use, how I apply them, just little tips and tricks. So if you do want to see how I apply my lashes and what lashes I've actually got and what I use at the moment, just keep on watching. Okay, so I'll start with the lashes that I actually use. Now, I don't use expensive lashes. I never have, because who has £30 to splash on a pair of lily lashes? Like the Miami ones, the MIKASA ones, and you've got like House of Lashes. There's just so many amazing brands and they look so nice and I'm sure I'd love them, but I can't justify paying 30 quid for one pair of lashes, even if you can reuse them. So my best friend is eBay, falseeyelashes.com, or a few companies I have found recently. So I'll start with the ones that I've had for quite a while. These aren't the best, but they are options if you are on a budget. I think I literally just typed in like strip lashes and just went through all the styles, and these were only a couple of pounds. But they come in sets. I don't know how well you'll be able to like see if it'll focus, but they are kind of wispy, they're quite thin. The lash band is very, very thin, so they are super easy to like disguise. They don't have a thick lash band at all, which are brilliant, and I just cut these down. So these are fab. They don't have a style, I'm afraid, but these are from eBay. Another set are like little accent lashes that I don't really like as much. I don't really get along with these, but they could be an option for someone who only wants something on the edge of their eye. These aren't as nice as the other ones, but they could be an option for someone who wants something very, very natural. These say H2 on them. I'm not quite sure. Like, so those ones are kind of like the cheapy lashes, packet lashes that I found on eBay quite a while ago. And you know, they could work for some people, so try eBay, just read through the description, see, you know, if they've got any more info on them. Some other ones that I really, really like are red cherry lashes from falseeyelashes.co.uk, if they will focus. I think these are the style 43 Stevie or something. I haven't taken these ones out, but I've used them before and I really like them. They're very wispy, very long, and again the lash band is really thin, so they're super easy to, you know, keep close to your lash line. I do keep a lot of different lashes like in these pots just to keep them safe, so I've completely forgotten like what some of them are, but also Primark have some good lashes recently. I picked up a few pairs from there. Another company that I've actually used a few pairs of lashes from is a company called Belle, Femme cosmetics. They contacted me on Instagram a while ago. I don't know whether you would have seen me mention them in a previous video where I've used their lashes, but they have some amazing styles. I especially love the orchid ones, I think that's how you say it, and they've got whisper lashes that look really nice as well, but they come in again little pots like these. And a brand that probably everyone has heard of is Ardell. I had this for Christmas, which is like a faux mink lash book type thing. I think this was about £20 in the sale, but the lashes are only a couple of pounds each anyway. So again, you could go on Ardell, which I think have their own website, or they sold in like Boots or Superdrug, or again you can go on falseeyelashes.co.uk. I'll link as much as I can in the description to like all the brands I kind of use. The most recent brand that I have found is a brand called Dream Eyelashes, which I also found on Instagram, and I've only used one pair from here, but I bought a multi-pack of lashes that are all the same just because they looked nice, and I think this was only £12. There's a pack missing, but they look like this. I love lashes that kind of cat eye at the end, like they're bigger and fluffier on the outer corner. These have a thicker lash band, but again they're quite easy to shape and I don't find them too hard to kind of disguise on my lash line. So these are pretty much all the lashes that I use regularly. I think I'm going to use a pair of my Dream Eyelashes that I've already cut because I've used them once before. So I've got a pair of the Dream Eyelashes that I've already worn and cut up myself. They're a little bit dirty from the glue. Also, whenever I do use the glue, I try and keep my lashes obviously intact. I just kind of lightly peel the glue from the lash band. Don't pull too hard. Use tweezers if you must, but this allows you to kind of reuse them and it doesn't build up all the glue and make it all like gross. This is the duo glue that does tend to come with Ardell lashes. I just bought the bigger tube, which I think is only a couple of pounds, but this has lasted me ages, and this comes out white but it dries clear. I know you can get black lash glue, but I feel like that would be a little bit messy. And this is personal preference, but I use tweezers to apply my lashes. Some people use like the actual lash applicators where it's got the little like thing on the end of it, or some people use their fingers. Like, it's completely up to you. Trial and error, I guess. I just find it easier with tweezers because I can't get like my fingers right by my eye. Okay, hey, we're a lot closer now. So before I tend to apply my lashes, I would have obviously done eyeshadow. Not done any eyeshadow, just got concealer and powder on my lids, and done my eyebrows. What I do like to do is put a kohl eyeliner pencil in my top waterline, because if you've had eyeliner and lashes, there can sometimes be that little gap of skin colour in between, and it could look like there's a little bit of a gap. So I tend to put kohl eyeliner in my top waterline just to disguise that, and I feel like it just helps anyway, so I'm just going to do that now. So I tend to curl my eyelashes as well, which I've already done, and then I've got this L'Oreal mascara that doesn't really have a lot in it. The wand on this brush is really good for separating lashes. Like, it's one of the plasticky ones with spiky bits, so it proper gets in there, and there's not much left in this, so I find it easy to just put a tiny bit on to separate my lashes before putting false ones on. I hold the lashes like this, take my duo glue, I squeeze the tiniest bit, be very careful, and I just put the tiniest bit and spread it out over the top of the lash. I've had a few times where I've squeezed it too hard and the glue has gone like all over the lash and basically ruined it. Oh, there we go. You can see there I've just applied glue to the top of the lashes. It's not a tiny amount, it's not a lot, I've kind of just spread it out, and then I'll let it dry for like 2 minutes or so. So I tend to just put that one down, do the other one exactly the same, just being very careful. And I will then let that sit for like 2 minutes. Usually I'd be doing something else in this time, but I'm just gonna wait and I'll be back in a sec. Now to apply the lashes. Again, grip them in the middle with the tweezers. I always put the lashes in the middle first, and then I like leave it for a second before placing down the edges. Doesn't always work first time, really depends on if the glue is dried, if you've used enough, but we'll just give it a go. Looks silly, I've just obviously placed it down. And then I just kind of place and hold for a second, as close as I can get it. I leave that sit for a minute, and then I press down, so I look down and I press on the lash band. And make sure you're being very gentle. Like, when I'm placing it down, I don't push too hard, but I hold it for a few seconds just so the glue can, you know, get stuck on the skin. And then lightly press over the lash band. Like, you can see how you could do this with your fingers, but I just find tweezers so much easier. Once they're like basically applied and the glue started to dry, This is how I kind of like get it quite close. So I don't know if you can tell, these are quite a thick lash band on these lashes. It could be easier for you guys if it had a thin band, but I just really like the style of these. But what I do like to do is go in between and very carefully, you kind of need to feel where the lash is, because sometimes you could end up like squeezing your eyelid with the tweezers, and that's very painful. It makes my eye water, sometimes ruins my makeup, but I just like squeeze them together right at the bottom to just move the lash band closer to my lash line. And I find it does really help. I literally just take my time. Then what I tend to do is go back in with the mascara that separates and hasn't really got anything on it, and I just like to brush through them just so my natural lashes kind of go up into the false ones. Just slightly, like I don't put much mascara on because I don't want it to go clumpy. So I'm just going to apply bottom lash mascara using this Rimmel London Wonderful Mascara. I always do this, I always get a little dot there. So now you can see it doesn't look as scary with a bit of bottom lash mascara because it balances out. It is still very top heavy. I'm going to zoom you guys out now. That's ooh. I don't feel like I look as much like an egg as I did at the beginning, but that is basically how I apply my false lashes. What lashes I use. Again, these ones are from Dream Eyelashes. I hope this video is helpful, and for those of you that have asked me questions through Instagram, or again like my friend, hope that's explained something, helps you out a little bit. If you want to know anything else, leave it in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, you learned a little bit, or I gave you a few tips that might help you apply your lashes easier. What works for you might not work for me, what works for me might not work for you, but try. I really hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned until next time. Bye guys.